Renault a prezentat ieri la Paris prima Dacie electrică. Francezii spun că Spring are o autonomie de aproximativ 220 de kilometri și este destinată în principal deplasărilor urbane. Noul model va fi disponibil de anul viitor, inițial în versiunea cu 5 locuri, iar apoi și ca furgonetă. În exclusivitate pentru Digi24, președintele, director general Automobile Dacia, a acordat un interviu pe care îl urmărim chiar acum.
How are you and the company in these very complicated times with the pandemic, with the crisis, with everything is going on?
It's true that situation is not easy. Situation is difficult for everybody, but we need to continue. Life has to continue. We need, of course, first to protect everybody. This is very important, and this is and remains the priority to think of the health of all our employees. We need to continue to ensure, as I said, the activity, to ensure the good volume, the good quality, the good conditions of working. So that's why we have hired a little bit of person in addition.
The production, has it been reduced in some months?
Yes. You remember it stopped on, I will always remember, on March 19th. It was a Thursday, Joy. I remember very well. And we started again, if you remember, first in 22nd of April, partially, and then totally from May 4th. It was a Monday, May 4th, 2020. And Putin, Kute Putin, we have increased the production. Today we produce a little bit more than 1,300, around 1,350. It's almost same as before COVID.
Well, you have some experience now, and I'm curious, how did the labor Romanian force react to all this? And what do you think in general about the Romanians? How are they as a labor force? What are the things you appreciate in us, and what are the things you don't like here?
So first, you know that Group Renault Romania Automobile Dacia is big. You know that we are more than 17,000 people. So we are here, for example, in Renault Bucharest connected. This is here that we conceive the new cars, the new babies of the future. So here, for example, most of our engineers, more than 3,000 people are working here, engineers, worked from home in teleworking. And I really would like to thank first our IT engineers who succeeded to prepare everything so that our engineers were able to work from home. So they are genius. So really, I would like to thank Romanian IT network. It really works very well. You know, the internet is working very well at a good speed. So really thank you for this second thing.
The Dacia Spring, what can you tell me of this, the first electric model?
It will be our new little sister, the new baby that will be fully electric.
But what about prices? Because usually the electric cars we have here today are about 30,000 euros.
What I can tell you, Spring is a Dacia car. So Springs will be respecting the DNA of Dacia cars. So it will be very competitive.
So we should see it maybe when on the streets?
Please, what is the name of Spring?
Spring.
Spring.
And is the only electric model you are preparing?
No, of course not. We have to think widely. And you know, especially when you are Dacia, you have to think out of the box. This is our DNA, to be simple but also out of the box. And I think that one big hit out of the box we did is with LPG, GPL.
What are your expectations there?
It's incredible. You know that in 2019 it was 5% of our production. 5%. Acum este 40%. 40%.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So this was an out-of-the-box idea we had. We said, okay, what is important is CO2 emission reduction. How can we do CO2 emission reduction? Of course, electric is a solution, but not only. GPL is also a good solution. You know that with GPL you decrease by 15 grams per 100 kilometer the emission of CO2. So it's a good solution. And what we did with GPL, we do ourselves in the plant. It's not outside. So it's a reliable, very good, high-quality solution.
And the cost decrease.
Of course.
What do you think about the hybrid equipment?
Of course, hybrid is also a solution, and we'll have in the future Dacia cars hybrid too. Of course, we will have. And even, I would like to continue, there are other energies. Why not biogas, for example?
Hydrogen?
Hydrogen, you know that in Renault we already have this technology. We already use it for light commercial vehicles. It's already existing. This is also a solution.
I'd like to talk a little bit about the local market and the local authorities, because we had some elections, we'll have some others. What is your relation with the Romanian authorities, and what are your expectations from them?
So first, the relations are fundamental. They are very important. They are the authorities, so we need to work with the authorities. We need their support, of course, to work with them in fully collaboration. This is no discussion on that. And for us, it's very easy. Împreună suntem mai mult puternici. It's what we say. So we need the authorities to help us.
The fiscal measures, you mean?
Fiscal measures, you know what, technical unemployment. This was very important to protect the jobs, to protect us. We were in a very difficult situation at that time. So now we are working again, which is very important.
What about needs on the long term, like roads and infrastructure?
Da, bineînțeles. So first, when we look about infrastructure, it's very important to develop them, and especially, you know, Pitești-Sibiu highway. I'm happy. I was in Pitești when they signed Section 5, which is the section between Curtea de Argeș and Pitești. So this is very good. We need, this is very important, if we want to boost Romanian economy, and I'm not talking about only automotive industry. We need this highway. Why we need it? Because most of our business is with Western Europe countries. You know, 85%, 85% of the production of Noul is going to Western Europe countries. We said we do the dust in France, in Spain, in Germany, in UK, in all these countries. So we need to bring the car there. So we need this highway.
How do you find the market now, the local market, because we face new restrictions, the pandemic is going on, and what are your investment plans for medium and long term here?
So for the market, of course with the COVID, it decreased, obviously. What I can tell you is that 2020 year, the volume will be less than 2019 due to COVID. I'm talking about all the new cars sales. What I can tell you, when we look at the last months, they are getting better. You know, Rabla program is very important. Rabla program and Rabla Plus. This is another answer to your question with the authorities. And I really think that we need to fight against the used car which are invading Romania. It is a strong word, but I'm using this strong word because for me this is not okay of having these old cars, used cars. They are not safe, they are polluting, they are not giving any income to Romania. So we need to fight against the used car. I will add a local integration. For me it's very important. We have worked a lot to work more and more with Romanian suppliers. This is very important, and even more, you know, COVID showed us even more.
You keep your investment plan?
Yes, of course. We keep the investment plan. During all this interview I said that we have to be agile. So of course myself and all the board, we have to be agile and adapt to always answer to the customer, to always be competitive and to always protect our salaries, our employees. This is the main priority. If we do that, I thank God that we will succeed.